So if you know me, and if you've been on this part of the internet long enough, you know that I am very minimal when it comes to my makeup, even when I struggled with acne, although I still struggle with dark marks. I can't be bothered to do the most with my makeup. I feel like there's this whole big trend on TikTok and just social media in general around clean girl makeup and all the things. But the girls who have been living that life have been living that life. The girls who get it have already gotten it. You know, the girls who have already been doing this like as a lifestyle, they already know. Anyways, if you want to see how I go from this to my clean girl, quote unquote, minimal makeup look, then we're just gonna get into it. First things first, sunscreen. Essential. I have been using the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I use this, but I also use the Elta Md Sunscreen that I get from my dermatologist. What I appreciate about this one is the mere fact that it doesn't make you ashy. I really wish a brand would come out with a physical sunscreen that is like invisible, but I think that kind of defeats the purpose of a physical sunscreen. And I also like that this kind of acts like a primer. Just rub that on in and we're protected from the sun. So next I'm gonna take my All Nighter Urban Decay setting spray. Y'all have seen this. Y'all, I'm sure literally everyone who wears makeup, I feel like, has used this at some point in their lives. I just think it adds a little bit of dewiness and it just does things. Alrighty. Okay, now that I have prepped my skin, I'm going to go in and just kind of cover up these dark marks just a bit, mostly on my cheeks. I don't really have a ton of hyperpigmentation elsewhere. A little bit up here, but for the most part, the Accutane kind of cleared it up. So I'm gonna go in with this Merit. This is actually a foundation that the color is so perfect for my skin. I just end up using it as a concealer. And it is in sepia. I'll link it down below. So I'm just gonna go in on my cheeks. Gonna add a little bit around my mouth. I'm going to add some right up here. Those are the main places that I have hyperpigmentation. So I'm just gonna pat it in. I'm not going to sort of like smear it in because I really want it to just like get set into my skin. All right, so this is what my skin looks like after I put on the Merit. As you can see, it's not 100% perfect, but I don't really care. I don't, because this isn't necessarily like a full coverage foundation. It's more so like buildable, and I just don't like to really build a whole lot of product onto my skin. And then I'm gonna go in with my Tinted Moisturizer. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer in Mocha. This stuff, definitely one of my favorites. I do want to look for, I don't know, just like a more new tinted moisturizer or sunscreen, but this one just makes my skin look so dewy and so skin-like that I haven't found a new one or a different one. So if y'all know of any foundations or tinted moisturizers that look really good on dark skin, black skin, okay, that, yeah, just like makes your skin look dewy and skin-like and moist and just shiny, let me know. Comment down below and let me know. But yeah, so I'm just going to take this and just kind of, again, I just like to dab my makeup. And again, am I looking for full coverage? No, I'm not. I'm just looking to make my skin look more even than it does without makeup. That's literally all I'm trying to do, but I'm not seeking perfection here at all. And I don't really even have to put too much on my forehead, just because, again, like, I don't really have much uneven complexion up there, so it's more so to just make it look the same color as the rest of my face, but I'm not really looking to cover up any blemishes. The base of my face is done. This is what we're looking like. For my brows, I'm just going to, first and foremost, just brush them up. My brows tend to be very wild. I would love to be able to perm them, but after Accutane, I can't perm them for a couple months. So, you know, they've been doing what they want because they pop in. So after I brush them up, I sort of kind of try and gel them down a little bit. This is the Sigma Prime Control Brow Wax. So I'm just going to take the wax and just very lightly flick my brows in an upward motion right here, and then to a side motion once I get to the back half. Upward here. Flick them up, flick them up, flick them up, and then down to the side once we get over here. And then I'm just gonna go in and fill my brows in ever so slightly. I take this NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. Yeah, that's what it's called. And I just go in and create very light strokes. And then a couple in the back, going to the side. And I really like this pen because it creates this hair-like look. Y'all see that? Looks like hair. Now that my brows look like the girl from Hey Arnold, I'm gonna go in and kind of thin them out, or just kind of define them a little bit. And to do that, I am going to take my Tinted Moisturizer and I'm just gonna define my brows. I'm not using a super light concealer or anything like that because, again, I just want it to look extremely natural. So I want this to be the same color as the rest of my face. All right, and once I'm done refining the shape, I just go in and kind of soften the inner parts and then just kind of brush it through, because I don't want them to look too harsh on the insides. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So there we have it. There are my brows. Let's go ahead and conceal my face. So for concealer, I'm going to be using my favorite NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Medium Dark Walnut. And I am just going to do a slight tap. I mean slight tap right there. I don't think that was slight. And right there. I think I put too much on this side. Oh no. Oh no. And then I'm also going to highlight my chin ever so slightly, and my upper lip. I used to let my concealer sit, but I don't let it sit anymore. I like to just go right in and start to smooth it out into my face. You guys will notice that I don't really use a beauty blender anymore. I still like the beauty blender, but I don't know. I've been gravitating more towards brushes nowadays. So that's just been what I've been using. And I just kind of like to take it down as opposed to like all the way out. I like to kind of bring mine down because I feel like that makes my face look longer, because I typically, like, I feel like my face is kind of round and wide. You know what I'm saying? So I think that bringing it down as opposed to like all the way to the side and up, I feel like that makes it look or it widens my face as opposed to elongates my face. That's why I don't take it like all the way out like I used to. Then I'm gonna set my concealer with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This one is in medium deep. So I'm just going to press that in wherever I put concealer. I'm also gonna do my laugh lines because your girl turned 30 and these laugh lines ain't no joke. The only new step that I've added to my minimal routine, just because like I don't really like contouring like at all, but I do like the warmth that bronzing brings, you know? So I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy bronzer, and I don't want to go overboard because I don't want this to look like it's contoured. I'm gonna bring it up through my forehead and down to my jawline. Do y'all see the difference in that? Like bronzed, not bronzed. Bronzed, not bronzed. So again, bringing it from my forehead and down to my cheeks. Next, I'm gonna go in with the same brush that I used for my bronzer, and I am going to apply my blush. This is the Sigma Blush Cheek Palette. This is what it looks like. I like a nice pinky blush, so I'm gonna go in with this one or this one. I haven't decided yet. Maybe this one. Let's try for this one, and just applying that to my cheeks. And this is a powder blush. I like creamy blushes, especially for a minimal look, but what I find is creamy blushes tend to take away my base makeup. I don't know why that happens. Something else I'm gonna do with my bronzer that I forgot to do is add a little bit to my nose, like the bridge of my nose. Is that what this thing is called? This area right here? I think it's the bridge of my nose. From the bridge of my nose to the bottom of my eyebrow, I'm just gonna add a little bit to create some warmth. And I don't contour my nose. I don't do none of that. Next, let's do eyes. So for eyes, I'm going to use this Kylie Jenner palette. This girl in Ulta randomly one day was like, hey girl, you want a free palette? I was like, sure. And then she just gave me this. That is literally the only reason I ended up with this palette. So I'm just gonna take that and I just put this lightly on my eyes. Like, this is all I do for shadow. I typically don't even do shadow, but for the purposes of this video, why not? Now let's move to lashes. I just use the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. I do like that it's not super clumpy. It gives a very natural look to the eyes. Y'all know some mascaras are like super clumpy and they make your lashes just look like there's a lot on them. I don't really feel like this mascara does that. I think it's just creates a natural sense of volume without looking thick. And we're almost done. Last step is going to be lips. So for my lips, I'm just gonna go in with my MAC Chestnut, every black girl's favorite lip liner. And then I'm just gonna go in with my Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm. Honestly, this is just like a clear lip gloss. I actually enjoy the natural pink of my lips. So if I'm not using like a brown sort of nude lip gloss, I typically just go in with a clear one. So today we're using the Summer Fridays Balm. Last but not least, I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. Set that bad boy on in there. Shake it, shake, shake it, shake it, shake, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture. Shake it, shake it. Okay, I truly don't know what's wrong with me. This is the look. She's giving minimal. She's giving skin-like. She's giving didn't try too hard. Maybe it's Maybelline, but maybe it's just me. All right, so this is my updated minimal-ish clean girl makeup routine. That's it. Not a whole lot of fuss, not a whole lot of product. I try and keep the product to a minimum. It took me a while for this just because I'm recording, but on any given day, this probably takes me 10 minutes to do. Like super fast, super quick, super simple, super easy. For all the black girls with hyperpigmentation, dark marks, acne, all the things, you can do the clean girl look as well. Or as I like to call it, just be able to wear minimal makeup. I'm gonna go now, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace. And last but not least, I'm gonna take my setting sprouter. I'm gonna take my setting sprouter. Why do I keep saying sprouter? Last but not least, I'm gonna go back in with my, there's something on my nose. Got it.